Hello there, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Maleficent. So come on, let's get started. Alright guys, like I said, we're going to draw Maleficent from... What in the world? There's not a cloud in the sky out there. Oh.
I really felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation.
Alright guys, a little bit of a disclaimer before we get started. Maleficent is much more advanced than what we've done before. So, in saying that, I want you to give yourself the opportunity to learn how to draw characters like this. Cut yourself some slack if it doesn't look perfect the first or second time around. Learning how to draw Maleficent was a process for me, and it will be for you. Let's dive into this, okay? I'm going to start with a circle, right? Now this is a human character, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to draw in a shape like this. To draw a human head, we start with that circle, we figure out the angle that they're going to be looking, right? And then we have to give the rest of that facial shape. So Maleficent will be looking this way. We have her chin here, and then her jaw will go up like that. All right. Now, with that in mind, let's throw in some basic shape here. So we've got her neck, and her neck will be in like this, right? And we've got her shoulders. So one, I'm going to angle like this. And the other, I'm going to bring up a little bit. We're just going to give that shape just like that. Now, what I like to do with Maleficent before I do anything, now that I've got that in, I'm going to draw in just the basics of her horns. Okay? It comes off here like this and like that. Now that I got that on there, let me explain how I did this. So Maleficent's horns are going to follow the shape of her head. So from the top of her head, we'll go right into this side of the horn, and then up here we change the direction like so. Now this side of the horn comes from the back of the head, and it's very streamlined, you see. Okay? Now this one, only because I've been drawing her for so long, I know where this one starts, so it'll start here at this angle, and then this horn will come out right about there, okay? And then what we do is we go from here, and we're going to draw in a slight curve to that line on the horn. So now what I do from here is that I go into the eyes. Now the eyes are supposed to be fierce but delicate, right? Because when Mark Davis was designing Maleficent, he wanted her to be the dichotomy of dangerous yet beautiful, right? So he had to dance that line the entire time. So she has these very feminine traits to her design. She has to look soft, she has to look elegant, but then she also has to look fierce. She has to look tough. So that's why we have, we've got these jagged edges, but we also have a very delicate looking face, very delicate hands. Okay, so we've got the basics of the eyes in. We may change them around a little bit, but now the nose comes down like this, and then right here below the eye, it's going to come out a little bit. She's got the very slightest bump to her nose, and then it comes down like so. Let's see, if we've got for the eye, halfway down the head is the eye line, halfway down from the eye to the chin is where the nose goes, so it's right about here. So her nose just juts in like that, and she has the slightest hint of a nostril. Now this isn't looking exactly the way I want to yet, so we will do some modifications. Right now what I'm doing is just kind of mapping out where everything's going to go. So let's give her, like I said, very rough. Now I'm going to give her her eyebrow line, which will give me that ridge. It'll give me that spot to go in for the eye socket. And now for her cheekbones, comes out like that, and then it'll go inward. Her chin juts out ever so slightly, and her chin is also very narrow. See, I'm making some modifications here. That one line right there just solidified that I'm on the right track here. Now from there, what I'll do is I'm going to draw the rest of the headpiece. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is figure out, let's see, center of head right here, and jut it in like this, and we'll bring it up like that. Actually, up like that. All right, now it comes close to, but it doesn't touch in any way that horn. We're just gonna frame off the face a little bit. This corner has to match this eye line here. And come in on the face just like that. She has these fins that come out of her headdress here, and that is going to come up like this. That fin juts out just like that. She's got another one that'll jut out just like that. And we will give her a matching one. Move that line over here, right over here. And we will just give a hint of that one. Now that I've mapped out the basic shapes of the head, I'm gonna go back into the face. Now, the facial features that I put down were just placeholders to get the head shape down. There are some artists that can sketch out Maleficent like that. I'm not one of those guys. What I like to do is get the head shape down and then go back in, maybe erase some areas that I'm not happy with, just to get it perfect. So I'm just going to lightly erase those areas that I'm going to be fixing here. Now I'm going to go back in. I don't have to draw any guidelines because I already have the basics of what this sketch is going to look like. I'm going to start with the eyes. Maleficent's eyes are still shaped like this. That's why this shape is the way it is. Okay? But now she has a very delicate way about these eyes. Go up like that. Make sure this is the biggest area of that eye. This film came out in 1959, so we've got that influence in the eye makeup. So we've got these big, thick eyelashes all in one big swoop like that. And yeah, I'm not thrilled with the eyelid. Just erase that a little bit. About an inward. Yeah, that's it. That's the line. Okay. All right. Okay, so the bridge of the nose goes nowhere. That stays where it is. Actually comes out like that. All right, so now we've got the eye line, right? But the eye, being on this side, has to tilt up a little bit. Okay? We are not going to see much of this eye because it's obscured by the nose. So, I'm going to draw a line like so, and then give plenty of room for those eyelashes, like this. I like that so far. Okay. And let's thicken that line a little bit like that. Okay. Now this eyelid is tricky. It's this geometry that I have to play with quite a bit to get it right. Okay. And then, now, bring that out ever so slightly. And now, we come up considerably from there. Yeah, I had that point of her headdress down a little too far. Sometimes you don't know until you get everything in. Okay, that is looking much better. Got it. This point here has a line that goes up the center of the headdress, just like so. And let's give her that other eyebrow. It's thick on the inside, and then it tapers down to a very, very thin line. It comes all the way over here. All right. There we go. Those are the eye shapes. So now with the nose, we got this bridge that protrudes out just a little bit. We know that the nose is going to stop here. We draw in the bottom of the nose, and we come up, and the nose doesn't come straight down. It comes out at a slight angle, but it is very delicately drawn. So we've got this very slight bit of a nostril here, just a hint. So we've got the bottom of the nose, we've got the bottom of the chin, and like we said before, the mouth isn't halfway down. It's about 2/3 up or 1/3 down from the nose. Okay. If I'm not careful, this is going to look like Angelina Jolie. Which would not be the end of the world, I guess. For some reason, I have this mental block when it comes to cartooning females. I can draw portraits, I can paint them realistically, I cannot cartoon women. I don't understand my problem. Okay, so that's pretty decent. I'm going to go with that. She has cheekbones. So we're going to accentuate the cheekbone. Yeah, this is looking like Angelina Jolie. Oh, unintentional. Okay. Okay, so now that we've got the head kind of mapped out here, we'll go back into it in a little bit. Let's go into the cloak that she's wearing. So we've got this very graphically drawn, and by graphic I mean like graphic design, right? The whole film was designed to look like a tapestry had come to life. You get all these castles with their woven tapestry pictures, and this was supposed to look like one of those had sprung to life and started to animate. So that's why you've got all these hard edges and you've got all these static characters that look very flat. Okay, so we've got the collar of her cloak. It's going to come in like this and like this. Okay. Then come out and give her her shoulder. You're going to see why I'm angling her like this in a second. And because her head kind coming in like this. We've got shoulders like this. So there's one, there's the other shoulder. And it's gonna point like that. Right over here. Let's see. We've got this right here, just like that. Let's see, shoulders, head, shoulders. Would be like this. Okay. She's got this neat staff that she carries around with her. There's no great detail on the staff, which is nice for a change. Okay, but then up here, so if she's facing this way, there's this really cool element that has been awarded her, and that is a sidekick. Is named Diablo, and he acts as the counter of Maleficent. So when she faces this way, he at times will face the other direction. Give this really cool counterbalance thing. So let's see. With a very basic sketch of him right here. The eye, the beak. Right. And to really push, she is closed in. She's got her arms kind of close to her chest here. He, in contrast, puts out his wings like this. It makes for a very impactful pose. Let's see, the other wing stretched out behind her head, so you really only see it from here. All right, so we've got that in there. Let's draw in his facial features here. So we've got this beak. It's a very angled beak. This drawing might be going long. I'm not exactly sure here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be doing some editing here. Alright. Editing for time. Alright. So we've got really cool eyebrows going on here. The lower line to his eyelid is darker than the rest of the eye line. He's got a nostril here. And we go back and we give him some feathers. Got some details under his eye like so. Then, just like that, just give him that right there. We're just going to, I will do a tutorial on hands if you guys would like. Would you guys like a tutorial on hands? Be happy to do a whole series on them, because hands are difficult until you are able to break them down into basic shapes and get a feel for them. But hands take some time to get right. Yeah, I'm just going to do a placeholder for the hands, just a very light sketch, because this video is going a little longer than I anticipated. What did you think, Your Excellency?
It's incredible!
Oh, well, thank you very much. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Throw a comment down below if you're interested. All of that interaction only helps the channel, so anything you can do is greatly appreciated. I've got a Teespring merchandise shop, so you can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, stickers, tote bags. Go check that out. The link is in the description. I've got some other videos for you right over here. I want to thank you so much for watching.
Well, in that event, I'd best be on my way.
Yes, well, thank you very much for joining us. Guys, thank you so much. Until the next video, we'll see you later.